This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 4th day of July in the year 2025. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The APNU, a Partnership for National Unity, will launch its campaign for the upcoming elections on Sunday with a rally at the Square of the Revolution. At the launching, the leaders of the partnership will lay out their plans for Guyana. Providing a glimpse of some of those plans today, the APNU presidential candidate and PNC Reform leader Aubrey Norton said the party will directly address issues related to unemployment and underemployment should it be elected to office. He told reporters that although Guyana has seen exceptional GDP growth rates in recent times and a rapid increase in GDP per capita above the global average, there is still a disconnect between economic growth and development in the country. Citing a 2024 World Bank report, Mr. Norton said approximately 22.3% of the country's young people are still unemployed.
If we include the adult unemployment rate, a very large number of Guyanese remain unemployed. The underemployment of Guyanese is also significantly high, as persons hold on to jobs for which they are overqualified or work irregularly or only as part-time workers.
Norton said the reality is the economic growth as measured by the GDP is not fueling economic development and shared prosperity, as many Guyanese are still not earning enough or at all. Many citizens, he said, continue to live in poverty.
Some have contended that jobs are available for all Guyanese. But just a few months ago, we debunked this contention by pointing out that persons cannot fill vacancies because A, they are unskilled and feel marginalized. B, their skills do not match the available and accessible jobs. C, no training in skilling, reskilling, and upskilling is available, affordable, or accessible. D, there is gender, racial, and age discrimination in employment practices. E, there is involuntary unemployment because of family circumstances. F, information about vacancies is not widely and systematically disseminated. And G, the prohibitive transportation and accommodation costs are barriers that prevent many indigenous people from participating in the formal labor force.
The APNU presidential candidate said it is time to end the PPP's haphazard approach to national development and create and implement a job creation policy to employ all Guyanese who are able and willing to work. He said once in government, the APNU will create full-time jobs for over 40,000 unemployed citizens, in addition to the more than 15,000 now employed as part-time workers, as the coalition seeks to significantly reduce both unemployment and underemployment. Additionally, Mr. Norton said thousands of contracts will be awarded to small contractors.
Award thousands of small contracts each year, not only for the building of village streets, but also for home construction, community sanitation, and beautification projects, and infrastructure and facilities maintenance. 3, award large contracts for infrastructure projects to meet clear national development goals such as coast-to-hinterland highways, interregional highways connecting Linden and New Amsterdam, for example, drainage and irrigation, social services, and community development. We will ensure that foreign contractors employ a high percentage of Guyanese workers.
Other plans include expanding the private sector by reducing the cost of doing business in Guyana through tax reductions and the establishment of a development and investment bank to provide easy access to credit. The coalition also intends to boost micro and small business development by more than doubling grants and soft loans. Mr. Norton said Guyanese must not only have jobs, but must have jobs that are well-paying, that match their skills, their talents, propensities, and qualifications. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch. even one word. I can start with one step or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Chasing a ride that takes you higher? Elevate your drive with the all-new Honda Elevate. Now at Merrick's, the Honda Elevate has a bold style, cutting-edge technology, sleek and modern interior, and intuitive controls that makes every journey feel elevated and comfortable. So, why wait? Drive a Honda Elevate today. It's brand new, 0 miles, 0 worries. Visit Merrick's, the home of Honda in Guyana, or call 226-1482 to learn more.
This July 6th, Splash Promotions present Soccer on the Beach, CARICOM Weekend. Soccer on the Beach, CARICOM Weekend. On Marriott Beachfront, entertainment by Slingers Family, DJ Avalanche, Powerline Sound, Natural Aroma, and Firelinks. Soccer on the Beach, this July 6th. Soak on the Beach, this July 6th. CARICOM Weekend at the Marriott Beachfront, powered by Polar Beer and Straight Vibes Rum.
Come downstairs, just come downstairs.
We ready, time to remove the
Guyana, this is it, the launch of the APNU Coalition campaign on Sunday, July 6th on the Square of the Revolution from 4 p.m. Come meet our candidates. Come out and hear about our people-centered development strategy that puts people first. Come hear from our Prime Ministerial candidate, Jurita Fernandez, our presidential candidate, Aubrey C. Norton, and others. On Sunday, July 6th from 4 p.m., the Square of the Revolution will vibrate with a people-powered campaign. APNU, putting people first.
We ready, time to remove the cut. I'm feeling it now.
But the two companies, CH4 and Linsaka, contracted to build Guyana's gas-to-energy project, severing ties with each other. The chairman of the Alliance for Change, David Patterson, said the multi-billion-dollar flagship project is en route of being a massive failure. Addressing the issue at a press conference today, Patterson said the latest development confirms that the project was poorly planned, poorly executed, and could result in it being the biggest failed project in the country's history. Designed to reduce the cost of electricity by 50%, the project, which includes the construction of a natural gas liquids plant and a 300-megawatt power plant, was expected to be completed by September of last year, but continues to face multiple delays. Mr. Patterson said the AFC had long warned against a project under the current configuration.
On April 30th, 2021, 4 years ago, the Alliance for Change warned the country that the project proposed by the PPP was not economically, technically, or environmentally sound or sustainable. The promised reduction of electricity prices to 5 cents per megawatt was based on voodoo economics. We urge the PPP to conduct further detailed studies before the country is saddled with the largest ever PPP White Elephant project.
On April 30, 2021, the Alliance for Change warned the country that the project proposed by the PPP was not economically, technically, or environmentally sound or sustainable. The contract for the construction of the gas energy project at Wales was signed back in April of 2021 at a cost of $900 million US. But Mr. Patterson said the cost has since ballooned to $2.4 billion US and is still climbing. Added to that, he said the completion date has slipped from September of 2024 to 2026, more than 2 years of delays, while the deliverables of 300 megawatt of electricity remain the same.
Over the last 4 years, instead of exercising caution, the PPP has recklessly plowed ahead with this project, completely disregarding all the warning signs. Launched personal attacks against any citizen or political party who dared to question what was plainly obvious to the entire nation, that the project was failing.
Further, he accused the APNU administration of flip-flopping on its promises. Patterson said the project has been subjected to 2 international arbitrations to date, and it has now been confirmed that a joint venture partnership constructing the project will be dissolved, further extending the 2 years delay. Mr. Patterson said while the AFC acknowledges the need for improved power generation to meet the country's demand, it maintains that the project has been poorly designed and executed to ensure the country receives value for money. He said immediately after September's elections, the AFC will conduct a full audit, financial and technical, of the project, and with the help of qualified resource personnel, it will seek to ensure that the final project will deliver to the nation a workable power solution. Well, the government intends to increase its monitoring of Chinese businesses, especially those supermarkets that have been paying for goods with gold and foreign currency, Vice President Barry Jagdeo has announced. The move comes as the government is trying to stabilize the foreign currency market in the country, especially the US dollar. In recent months, the government found itself injecting millions of US dollars into the local banking sector in response to shortages. Mr. Jagdeo told a press conference on Thursday that the government will be looking at the issue from every angle.
Some of the Chinese supermarkets, etc., we're checking how they're paying for their goods, because some may be through the purchase of gold, and we're examining that, and some may be through the purchase of currency, because they can't come through the formal banking system. We're watching carefully.
Vice President Jagdeo said he believes the Chinese companies are either getting the goods sold to them through legitimate means or through a third party. However, he explained that the move is not to target Chinese businesses, but to ensure that the country is not deprived of much needed foreign currency.
So we're watching all of these things. Don't think that you're now watching what's going on there and you're going to see enforcement action against a lot of those people. You recall, we've done a lot of sting operations in the past, and a lot of those will continue.
Mr. Jagdeo explained that there is currently no shortage of foreign currency in the country, adding that there is enough in the system that is being carefully managed.
We have a problem with the currency, not the instrument. So the dollars are a bit scarcer because we don't sell too much dollars. We sell to the bank through transfers directly to the bank accounts, etc. So that is an issue, not because of the lack of availability of money.
In recent months, a number of Chinese nationals have been arrested here with large sums of local and foreign currency along with gold. Many of those nationals have since been charged with money laundering.
We ready
ready, time to remove the
Guyana, this is it, the launch of the APNU Coalition Campaign on Sunday, July 6th on the Square of the Revolution from 4 p.m. Come meet our candidates. Come out and hear about our people-centered development strategy that puts people first. Come hear from our Prime Ministerial candidate, Jurita Fernandez, our presidential candidate, Aubrey C. Norton, and others. On Sunday, July 6th from 4 p.m., the Square of the Revolution will vibrate with a people-powered campaign. APNU, putting people first.
We ready, time to remove the cut. I'm feeling it now.
A nation united for one powerful night of praise and worship. It's the One Guyana Worship Experience. Monday, July 7th, CARICOM Day at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence, starting from 6 p.m. Join us for an unforgettable evening featuring international award-winning gospel ministers Chandler Moore, Todd Dulaney, Samuel Midas, Renwick Dewsbury. Out of Jamaica, the viral sensation, Prince Saj, also ministering. Faith Korika, Cheryl Maloney, Timothy Roberts, Apostle Sean Sobers, Miriam Williams, Joshua Joe, and many more. The One Guyana Worship Experience, Monday, July 7th at the National Stadium. Admission is absolutely free, but you must secure your passes through your local churches, online, and designated outlets across the country. One nation, one people, one worship. The One Guyana Worship Experience. Don't miss it.
Your own home is so much more than just 4 walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
New York City, summer is about to get hot. Saturday, August 2nd, S.R. Hamilton LLC presents Gospel Infusion. Featuring Samuel Medas, Psycho, Eddie Neblett, Sean Daniels out of Trinidad, Christelle Brandt, Sherilyn Maloney, DJ Kesta D,
Timothy Roberts,
and many more at the South Jamaica Multi-Service Center, 11402 Guy R. Brewer Boulevard, Queens, New York. Gates open at 4 p.m., showtime 5 p.m. Get your super early bird tickets for only $50. General admission $70. Pay more at the gate, and limited VIP $100 all inclusive. Come and experience the outpouring of God's grace Saturday, August 2nd. For more information, visit Gospel Infusion on Facebook and Instagram.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash it soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash it soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash it soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash it soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash it soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash it soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash it soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
Mavaruma, get ready! The event of the summer, the official Mavaruma All Black Party, goes down on Saturday, July 5th at Mavaruma Settlement Ground. Come see live performances by Lola Doll,
like Talk to Me needs them.
Umaya Hall, Calvin Burnett, and Lil Million.
This one that for all the woman them, we like Lil Boys.
Music by Selector Andre and Power King Sound System. Admission $5,000. Witness X Factor Dance Group Ignite the Stage. Remember, dress to impress. It's all happening on July 5th. The official Mavaruma All Black Party.
President's office announced today that the governor of the state of Roraima, Antonio Oliveira Garcia de Almeida, is on a visit to Guyana for 2 days. The governor is accompanied by secretaries for investment attraction, agriculture, communication, military, and the special envoy of Roraima to Guyana, along with other officials. According to a statement from the Office of the President, the governor met today with President Irfan Ali at State House. The president was accompanied by a number of government ministers. The two sides discussed strategic areas of cooperation between Guyana and northern Brazil, specifically the state of Roraima, including in areas like agriculture and livestock, energy, infrastructure, and technical exchanges. Recognizing the importance of those areas to enhancing trade connectivity along with food and energy security, the two sides also discussed possible areas of cooperation. Intensifying efforts towards the completion of the second phase of the Linden Lethem Road project, developing a food and livestock processing hub in Lethem, and establishing an integrated energy complex in Lethem. Additionally, they discussed establishing scholarship and exchange programs between tertiary institutions of Guyana and the state of Roraima in Brazil. The two leaders also looked at improving systems and mechanisms to enhance efficiency in customs and immigration processing at the respective administrative offices at the Lethem and Bonfim border. And they also concluded a memorandum of understanding to advance cooperation in areas of mutual interest. The Ministry of Housing, Central Housing and Planning Authority today allocated 1,000 house lots to residents of Linden in the new Wisma housing scheme. The new housing scheme area is divided into 2 phases, with the second phase expected to come on stream soon. Speaking during the ministry's Dream Realized event today in Linden, Minister in the Ministry of Housing and Water Suzanne Rodriguez assured that persons who were not allocated during the current exercise will have their land in the next allocation for the region, as lands have already been identified to clear the housing backlog in Linden.
So today, after we've distributed our 1,000 house lots, I don't want people to panic if they didn't get their house lots today. We have made more land available, and we will be returning because this housing program will not end. I see a lot of people coming to us and rushing to us as though there is a ticking clock. But you have a government that has already promised that there will be continuity in the housing sector.
Today's allocation brings the total allocation for Region 10 to 2,800 house lots over the past 4 years, with an additional 2,000 lots to be opened up in Phase 2 developments. Ms. Rodriguez said the government is proud of the work it has been doing in the region.
And more importantly, 90% of the total allocations went to low to middle income families. And so we have stayed true to the objectives of the housing sector, of the housing program, of empowering people. So that is extremely important to us, and we see the housing sector also as a way to stimulate the economy through spending on public infrastructure, the creation of jobs, and the construction of homes.
Meanwhile, Housing Minister Colin Crowell noted that the infrastructure works have already commenced in the housing areas to ensure that persons are able to access their lands as soon as possible.
And all of these, and as just outlined by Minister Rodriguez, all of these housing development, the plan to ensure that we make your area accessible, to ensure that you have a community, not just seeing lands, the work has already started. So for your Phase 2, the tender process for the infrastructure work is ongoing. And as early as next Tuesday, if it's the 8th, the tenders will be open.
The housing minister also said allottees are now able to see their lands upon allocation to have an appreciation of the magnitude of work that needs to be done before the lands become fully available.
Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers in men, but early detection can save lives. So, who needs to be screened? If you're 50 or older, it's time to talk to your doctor about screening. But some men need to start even earlier. Your risk is higher if you have a family history of prostate cancer. Screening may be recommended as early as 40 years. Screening is quick and can include a PSA blood test or a simple exam. It's the first step in catching prostate cancer early, when it's most treatable. Don't wait. If you're at risk, get screened, because taking care of your health means being there for the moments that matter most. Screen early, live fully.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go and go grab one. Me charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall in the region. India Prime Minister Narendra Modi has told members of the Indian diaspora in Trinidad and Tobago that they will soon be eligible for Overseas Citizenship of India (OCI), as he praised the strong cultural and historic ties between Trinidad and Tobago and India. In an address to a crowd of hundreds at the National Cycling Centre last night, his first official event after arriving in Trinidad and Tobago on Thursday afternoon, Modi encouraged more people of Indian descent to visit India. He expressed appreciation for the efforts of the diaspora in fortifying the connections between TNT and India. He said, and I quote, "There must be something magical in the doubles and dal puri because you have doubled the success of this great nation," end of quote. He recognized President Christine Kangaloo, Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar, and the late Prime Minister Basdeo Pandey as distinguished members of the diaspora for their contributions. He said, and I quote, "Just consider the impact that you all have on this beautiful nation," end of quote, noting further that having been shaped by the adversities of the indentureship program that brought Indians to Trinidad and Tobago, people of Indian descent are now defined not by their struggle, but by their successes, stories, and values. He announced that the government of India has embarked on a program aimed at documenting the villages and cities in India from which the diaspora has originated. Bolivia's energy minister was doused with water and pelted with garbage on Thursday as chaos erupted in Congress during a debate on controversial lithium contracts with Chinese and Russian firms that could bring in investments worth some $2 billion. It was the latest outburst of growing tension over Bolivia's efforts to fast-track foreign investment to exploit its lithium reserves, which are among the largest in the world. Opposition lawmakers and others loyal to former President Evo Morales disrupted the lower house session that targeted the energy minister as he tried to defend the pending contracts. Thursday's session devolved into scuffles, with lawmakers pushing, shouting, and throwing stacks of paper at congressional leaders. Legislators and civic leaders from the mineral-rich Potosi region, home to Bolivia's vast lithium deposits, joined the protests. And finally tonight, international news. Russia ponged Kiev with the largest drone attack of the war, killing one person, injuring at least 23, and damaging buildings across the capital, hours after U.S. President Donald Trump spoke to Russia's Vladimir Putin, officials said on Friday. Reuters reported that Russia launched what Ukraine's Air Force said was a total of 539 drones and 11 missiles. Families huddled in underground metro stations for shelter, and smoke hung over the city center. Kiev's military administration chief said on Friday afternoon a body had been found in the wreckage of one of the strike sites. Outside a high-rise apartment block damaged by a drone, residents stood around surveying the scene as the cleanup job began. Some cried, others looked on silently. President Volodymyr Zelensky called the attack deliberately massive and cynical, noting the first sirens blared as news came in of Putin and Trump's call. Later on Friday, Zelensky spoke to Trump, and the pair agreed to work on increasing Kiev's capability to defend the sky. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you an enjoyable weekend.